put in a lot of years in this program, a lot of work. Is it this really kind of coming to fruition right now? It started last season and this year.
A little bit. Coach Adazio always used to talk in a grand scheme, in a perfect world, that an offensive lineman would come in here redshirt and then slowly get better every year and then make his real strides during his redshirt junior, redshirt senior years. So it's kind of like a prediction coming true, honestly.
I kind of was talking to Ben Petrulla, and I kind of thought maybe he'd be in charge of the line, but you go, no, John Phillips runs this line. And just talk about assuming that position and who you learned the lessons from.
Probably John Baker. I have the credit for that. John was sprung into the role when he was just a sophomore, and he did a really good job with it, honestly. And I just kind of followed and tried to mimic him as best as I can and use the lessons that he's taught me.
Talk about how this line's functioning right now. You get 504 rushing yards in 2 games. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the chemistry we have as a unit. Like off the field, we're just all good friends, and we're really playing for each other out there and playing for the running backs and everyone on the team, really.
But you must have known after Boise State there was going to be a big turnover on the offensive line. Did you know enough about the young kids that they would be coming in, that they could fit in?
One of the good things about the bowl game is that we get like a second spring ball, essentially. We get 15 practices to see a lot of the young kids and see a lot of people develop, and from there we were able to see that a lot of people had a lot of potential. And then when we had our real spring ball, they really came into their own and really started playing really well. So I wasn't nervous about it per se. I was pretty confident that they were going to be able to do their role.
Seemed like I thought the biggest shoes to fill were actually Alec Lindstrom filling in for John Baker. Just how's he done?
Alec's done a really great job. Center's the spearhead of the offensive line, whether they want to be or not. They're coming out, making the calls, making which way we're going and all that stuff. So he's done a really good job with that. And again, I think he's tried to mimic Baker as much as possible. Just last year he was always studying with him and just under his wing.
Yeah, it looks like Vrabel he's not giving up a sack. He's not even giving up a quarterback hurry, and he's facing usually the premier pass rusher. How's he done these 2 games?
Tyler's done a great job, man. And the good thing is he gets better every week, and that's one of the important things in the offensive line. Is you can't take a step backwards. You got to keep growing and keep getting better every week.
John, when you look at him, obviously you know who his dad is, but when you look at him, do you just think about that he comes from a certain stock?
I really don't. I didn't meet Tyler's dad officially until this year, and it's not something he comes out and says. He's like, "Oh, I'm the Vrabel." He doesn't say that. He's his own person, and that's what he does every day.
Talk about the challenge you have against Kansas this week and what's it's going to take to win.
Kansas is a very talented team. Obviously, their head coach, Les Miles, is one of the most renowned head coaches of college football in the last 20 years. And, whenever you play a team like that, it's talented, their speed, and a great head coach like that, they're always going to pose a challenge.
Can you go back for a quick second? You mentioned Adazio. You was talking about possession too, just the idea of developing in your last 2 years as an offensive lineman. But for you going through that process, can you explain what it's actually like? Was it kind of was there a template? Was there a model lineman that you kind of followed?
I don't think there was a model lineman per se. My class was kind of weird in that way.
Yeah.
We had 5 offensive linemen come in 2015, and 2 of them were sprung into a starting role as a freshman.
That was Ben.
It was Aaron Montero and Chris Lindstrom.
Aaron and Chris.
And both of them, were unique situations. But like I said, the template for that really is, you come in and you redshirt your freshman year. You're doing a lot of scout reps, and then maybe the second year you take scout reps and I played field goal. That was my role. Then the third year you start getting more into it, and then you start taking maybe a starting role. That's kind of what I did. I alternated, and I started the rest of that third season, and then up until now I've been starting.
Is that are there challenges that come with that, or is it just kind of one? I mean, physically you're buying, but then also it's kind of.
I care so much less than the rest of everybody gets weak.
Physically, it's great because you're getting stronger every year. But I guess any challenge is, you might get frustrated that you're not playing, but you got to know it's for the better good. You got to know that what the coaches are doing is in your best interest. And I was able to just trust into that and keep going.
Okay, can you wait after?
Eventually, I got to where I am.
Thanks, John.
Awesome. Thank you.